Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to Project F-Abarth. Today we are going to make a start on converting this car back to a normal standard Fiat 500 1.2 lounge. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this broken front bumper and then we can have a look and see what the damage is like underneath. So let's do it. So did I have you going with this car? Did you really think it was an F-Abarth, or did you figure it out straight away? Before we get into showing you the repair, the start of the repair, let's get into the auction. So I'll show you when I first saw it up on Copart and then when we started bidding on it. So let's go and have a look at that now. So I wanted to show you this car. So what we have here is an F-Abarth, or is it? What we have here looks like an F-Abarth. Now the reason I'm not going to show you this video until such time as the auction has happened, because I'm going to try and buy it. So what we have here, to the untrained eye, or even to the trained eye, is a podium blue 595. Looks can be deceiving. Let's scroll through. Still looks the part, doesn't it? Not much damage to it. A nice set of wheels on it, little stickers on the mirrors, little telltale sign there, see that bit of cream? As we scroll through you'll see, got the twin exhausts on the back, smoked rear lights. It's unusual, an F-Abarth with chrome on there. They're normally matte, they're normally the black matte. Not much damage to it, is there? This is where it all starts to go a little bit wrong. So we've got the black full leather seats, we've got the cream surrounds, cream stereo and so on, F-Abarth steering wheel. Oh look, it's got a lounge gear knob on it. You starting to figure out what this is yet? I spotted it straight away, but when we go into the back, it's obviously a work in progress. He's got his lounge seats. I say he, might be a she. They had the lounge seats and they've obviously never managed to, they got the base, for F-Abarth base, didn't manage to get the back or hadn't put it in. And there's the engine bay. It's a 1.2. Now, I don't think I've shown you this before. I hope I haven't, because I'm going to try and buy it. It's done 64,000 miles. I've had a look at the MOT history. Only reason that triangle's on is because the front light is obviously broken. There's no other lights on. It runs and drives. Yeah, I'll tell you in a second what I'm going to try and do with it if I can win this. So that corner damage. I'm not sure which category it is actually. I'm hoping it's not an S, because that might mean there's some damage there. But you can probably, some of the bits off of this bumper you could probably use that if that's not broken, and the other bits on the other side would be alright. Wheels are a little bit curved, can't really see what the tyres are like. They're not fantastic tyres, but it only shows you the one wheel, so you don't really get an idea of what they're all for. Oh, it is only a cat end, so there's no structural damage to it. So it's a 2009 lounge, 64,000 miles. It's on tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or Thursday? It's the 18th today. Yeah, no, it's Tuesday today, so it's on Thursday. So day after tomorrow. Currently at £325. Now, what's this going to go for? They say estimated retail value 2,342. I'm never quite sure. I don't know if that's what the insurance paid out or what's just what their estimate. But it's in Newbury. Newbury tends to be one of the cheaper sites. So my intention, if I can win this, I will get rid of obviously that bumper. I'll get an ordinary lounge bumper on it. I will take the wheels off, and I'll either get a set of lounge wheels or I'll use the wheels off of Cooey. I'll leave the body kit. I'll replace the back bumper with an ordinary black back bumper. I may, depending on if that's an actual, I don't know how they've done the exhaust, whether they've put an entire Abarth exhaust on or not, I don't know. I may leave it, I may take it off and put a standard exhaust back on. I'll leave the hatch, change the badges. I'll probably change the lights. I've got a set of lights, so I'll probably change the lights, sell those. I'd say I'll leave the body kit on. There's not any point taking that off, as long as it's not hanging off. If it's hanging off, I'll take it off and sell it. So I can sell the back bumper, I could take those off and sell that. I can sell the wheels, I can sell the lights, I can sell these seats, I can sell the steering wheel and airbag, I can sell that back seat, service, cam belt if it needs it, new MOT, actually MOT's till January next year, so I probably won't even bother MOTing it. The MOT history has got advisories for the rear springs are corroded, so I'll put new rear springs on it, maybe new rear shocks as well, and I'll knock it back out again as back to how it should be, as a lounge. I've got a steering wheel, haven't I? It's got quite a damaged steering wheel though, so I'll probably get another steering wheel, but I've got the airbag, can sell the Abarth steering wheel and airbag, so I could make an absolute killing on this. If I sold this for a couple of grand, depending on how much I can get it for, sell the car for maybe 250, something like that, as a lounge. Obviously we had a car in this colour before. There is a bumper available, however it's got a bit of damage to it, so I don't know if it would be worth just getting one anyway. There is no back bumper available, so I would need a back bumper, a front bumper and a wing. So it wouldn't be the end of the world if I was to buy new ones, or in different colours, and just take them to the paint shop and get them painted and hope they match. I think it'd be a great little project, and it'd be a good project for the channel as well. So as I say, I'm not going to show you this. I'll show you the bidding when it comes up on Thursday, but I'm not going to show you the entire video until such time as it's finished. So I'm hoping that I'm going to win this. So just quickly, it's the next day now. As you can see, it's 22 hours. So it's tomorrow that the auction's on for the fake Abarth, and it's gone up £425. It was still 300 and something half an hour ago, but now it's 425. So we'll be back in 22 hours time, and hopefully we can buy it cheap. Let's see. I'm starting to think maybe not, but we'll see. So the auction's already started, but it's number 2118, so it's well into the auction. As you can see, it's already up to £1,050, so it's gone up. This is the first time I've looked at it today. But it's still worth it. I don't really know how high I'm going to bid on this. Is it a pure sale? Yeah, it is. So it's coming up next car. It's at £1,050 at the moment. So we'll come back. This maybe just going to go. Oh no, it's still bidding. This Fiat Ibiza. So we'll come back very shortly when it comes up. Here we go. I'm winning 1,100. Let's hope nobody else bids. Come on, come on. Oh, no one else is bidding on this, just me. That was obviously an automated bid beforehand that's bumped it up to somebody's highest win. Yes, got it. Got it, fantastic. This is going to make a great project for the channel. So these are the new seats for the new project. Just been to Oxted in Surrey to collect them. They're in lovely condition. There's barely a mark, well I don't think there is a mark on them at all. Yeah, really nice condition. So I'm going to get these out, find a space for them in the garage until the car comes next week. Right, on the new project, we're going to use these wheels. These are the wheels that came off of Cooey, and they are lounge wheels that have been painted black, but they are in quite a bad state. And I don't like this white bit around the outside either, so what I'm going to do is going to rub them all down and paint them all like I did on Project Sport. This one has got a completely bald tyre down one side, in fact but down both sides pretty much, so I'm going to go and get a new tyre on it before I refurb them. And there's one other one which was deflated a bit, which I think is a good tyre. However, there's water in it, so I'm going to take that one down to the tyre shop and get them to take the tyre off, get the water out and put the tyre back again. I think they'll charge a tenner for that. They charge a tenner for swap overs. I know it's not technically a swap over, but I guess it's worth 10 quid. I can't get the water out any other way. Obviously I don't want to, the seal must have been broken for the water to get in there in the first place, so obviously it needs resealing, so I'm going to take it down there. For the sake of a tenner, I'll get them to do it. At least I know it's not going to go down then. And then we can get these refurbed and get them on the new project. Right, so what should we do first? Let's start her up and no, actually let's take these ones off first. I always forget which size they are. I think they're a 30. Yeah. Oop. It's okay. Let's undo these. Uno. Dos. Oh, just drop that one down in there. Oh, that's really useful. I'll have to get my magnetic tool in there. The other one is it's broken there, so oh, I can still get to it. I can't believe all the places to drop it, I dropped it down that hole. How stupid is that? Right, I need to get little containers to put these in now, so I don't lose them. So there wasn't actually any screws in it. Obviously it's broken this side, so there's no screws in that side, and this side there were no screws in it anyway, so we can just pull this out. Easy as that. There's the little fake lights, if you can see them. They're obviously screwed in underneath, little fake spotlights. Not sure whether they're wired in or not. There's some strange wires down the bottom there, so not quite sure. They might have just been put in there for aesthetic purposes. So, all that radiator looks a bit bad. Condenser, doesn't it? Looks a bit bent up. Again, a bit like Project Rob and Viv. If it's working, then there's no need to. There's really no need to replace it. You can bend it straight, but we'll inspect it a bit better. Let's get you off the tripod and then we'll have a look. Right, let's have a look, see what we got. So, bottom bar is fine, it's missed that. Top bar, obviously, completely gone. So, as I said, it has hit that and it has pushed it backwards. However, it may be okay, it may not need replacing. I shall test it in a minute and see if it's cold. Now, radiator wise, yeah, the pegs are broken, but if that radiator is holding water, then it doesn't need to be replaced, because I think the condenser has taken more of the brunt of it than anything else. So it may just be a case of drilling these out, putting in new pegs and reseating the radiator. That might be all that's needed, which would be handy. Headlight obviously falling out, that all the tabs are broken on there. It's actually broken down there, so we'll bin this one, and broken there as well, so we'll bin that and put a new one on. This one's fine, tabs are all okay on that one. Obviously it would be, it hasn't touched that side. Cables down here, what's going on down here? So the hooter looks, another bit of Oh, that's come off the back of the headlights. Oh, someone's calling me. Sorry about that. My phone started to ring, and when that happens, it cuts the recording out. So yeah, so where were we? Yeah, hooter looks okay. It's just a little bit bent on its mounting there. Cable's okay. We got what's going on here then. Oh, so you know what that is? That's those driving lights that they've connected. So someone's decided to try and they've connected those fake lights, that thing down there. They've obviously connected that with the DRL, which is quite a good idea, I suppose, really. So we'll get rid of that. We'll take that off. So wiring wise, it looks okay, I think. Yeah, it looks fine. That chassis leg is absolutely fine. It's not bent at all, I don't think. Let me just double check. Yeah, no, it's fine. So lucky it was a pretty light hit there that's taken out that bar. So we will get that bar off and put a new one on. And what I'll do is when I do that, I'll take that condenser off. I'm going to test it in now and see whether the air conditioning is cold. And if it is, then we'll try and straighten that up and put it back, which is what we've done before. If it's cold, I mean the fins aren't that bad, and there's a few little broken bits, but nothing much. If the fins are generally okay, just because it's a little bit bent up, you don't see it, do you? So what's the point in replacing it? We'll see. If that's the case, if it's cold and it's fine, I'll take it off, bend it back into shape, examine the radiator. And I just obviously need to see whether the radiator is holding water or not, so I'll get something underneath just in case, because I'm going to top that up before I start the engine, just with water for the time being. I haven't actually looked at the level. It's always difficult to see with the levels with these radiators because they're very yellowy and you can't always see. Let's actually see, have a look down. Oh no, you can see. Oh no, it is, yeah, you can see the level. Let me see if you can see it. Look, see it moving there? Yeah, so that radiator's full up. So that is holding water, so doesn't need a radiator. Hopefully doesn't need a condenser. That would be good. So it just needs those drilling out and new ones being put in. Excellent. So in that case, let's get this. I'm going to check the oil first, and then we get the engine started, and see if that aircon's cold. All right, let's have a look. Seems to be plenty there by the looks of it. Oh, there's some oil sitting in the top here next to the filler cap, new oil. So I reckon someone's quite recently topped this up and spilt some, and it's still sitting there. Yeah, pretty full, and it looks new oil as well, pretty much. Yeah, that's virtually new oil. It's not black at all. It's oil colour. That's good. So maybe it's even had a service. We'll check the air filter at some point as well. Oh, I can see the oil filter. It's new. That's clean. I think it's just been serviced. Oh, that's good. That means I haven't got to service it. Excellent. Let's have a look under the cap. No mayonnaise there. That's good. So yeah, that's definitely had new oil and a new oil filter very, very recently. Very recently. Now this was MOT, I can't remember what the mileage was when this was MOT'd in January. Bearing in mind it's, May now. I don't know how long it's been sitting in the salvage yard for. It may have been serviced at the same time it was MOT'd. We'll check the air filter. That obviously would have been changed at the same time, but we'll check to see, make sure it's clean. Oh blimey, that headlight really is mullered. So yeah, that's good. We'll just mop that little bit of oil up there, seeing as I've got a bit of kitchen towel in my hand. Obviously we'll clean up this engine bay with the elbow grease anyway, but that's good. That's a bonus, not having to service it. Just looking at these top mounts as well. Oh look, there's one of my duck bills there. That's come out. We'll have to get that back in. One of the drain things. Look, that's been replaced. Out of focus. That's recently been replaced. You can tell it's a new nut. And even looks like a new top, so I reckon this has had new shocks on. I wonder if it's had F-Abarth shocks on it. No, they look like standard ones to me. Obviously we've got to get the wheels off. When we get the wheels off rather, we'll check the brakes as well. About this side. Doesn't look quite so new, but it doesn't look like the original. So yeah, that's good. It's good news. I think it looks like it's been well looked after, this car, you know. I'm really quite impressed with the condition that it's in. apart from the obvious crash damage. It's a shame, whoever's pride and joy this was, it's a shame they didn't buy it back from the insurance, because they've obviously spent a lot of time and money getting this to look like an Abarth. It's a shame, really. I do feel for them. But as they say, one man's loss is another man's gain. Okay, let's get on with this. Let's, I think what we're going to do now, oh yeah, I'm going to start it up. Now we've checked the oil, I'm going to start it up and see if the aircon's cold. What have I done with the keys? I've lost the keys now. Are they in the ignition? Yeah, I think they are. Right, let's give it, nothing in the way, is there, that's going to drop down? No. Right. Yeah, right, okay, let's get in to the beautiful leather Abarth seats. Right. Need some petrol. Okay, let's put that onto my face. Yep, it's coming through cold already. Yeah, that's cold. That's good. So that's working. Certainly no need to. Yeah, it's cold as anything. Ice cold. Excellent. Excellent. Definitely ice. Yeah, absolutely ice cold. Let's put it full whack. Yeah. Oh, it's getting colder. Good. That saved me some money and some time. Brilliant. This has got Bluetooth, I think, because it's got the microphone up there. Oh, of course. We can look at the steering wheel, haven't we? Oh, of course, this is just because it's got buttons on the steering wheel. Doesn't mean to say they work, of course, does it? Let's press them. Phone.
Searching for connection. Try again later.
That's loud. Yeah, so obviously there's no phone connected to it, but it has got Blue and Me. That's interesting. I didn't think the earlier ones had Blue and Me. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. Have we got an aerial on the roof? I think we have, but it is tuning to Radio 1. Is it getting anything else? Radio 2. That's music. Yeah, no, it is. Capital. Yep, yep. Oh, don't want that. Right, that's good. Oh, someone's just trying to send me a message on Instagram. Wonder who that is. Okay, so now we've established that, I am going to take off this front bar. I'm going to take it, undo the bolts on the condenser, straighten the condenser up, put the condenser back, drill out these mounts, remount the radiator, and then we'll get put a new headlight on, and then we'll get another bumper on it, an ordinary lounge bumper. It will be in a different colour. It'll probably be a red one, but we'll get one on anyway. So let's do that. Right, I've taken it off of time-lapse because I wanted to show you this new gadget I bought, but I've left it in the garage. Let me go and get it. Oh, let's get rid of this headlight while I'm going. So it's designed to go on a cordless drill, so I don't know whether this thing's going to have enough oomph or not, but it's basically for riveting. We're going to give it a try, see if we can get it to work. So it said you have to rotate it until it clicks. Not quite sure which bit you're supposed to rotate. Oh, I see, I did hear a click. I'm going to try it. I've put the head I've put on is not the right one, it's too small, so we'll put a bigger head on, then we'll come back. So I have no idea whether this is going to work or not. Now, which side head do we need? Yeah, it's the biggest one that was on there by the looks of it. Yeah, it was the biggest one that was on there, but I didn't think it was, I thought that was going to be too big. So we'll take that one off. You get this little spanner with it, which has got the heads as part of it, which is quite good. And then you screw that one into there. So I don't know whether this is going to work or not. It was only 10 quid. I've been watching it on eBay for some time, and it was up. The prices of it kept going up and down to like 14 quid and so on. And then it went down to 9.99 when they had a few left. Yeah, 9.99. So I thought I'd give it a go. Right, let's try it. I'm not convinced it's going to work, but yeah, I don't think my drill's got enough. Yeah, my drill's not quite got enough oomph. That's a shame. I don't know what I'm going to do now because I can't get it out. Oh, that's a shame. So I'll have to go back. So it's a good little tool. However, it needs to go on a more powerful drill. I do need to get myself a more powerful drill. That's just not really, doesn't really cut it, that one. So we'll do it. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. That's the first one. I love a bit of riveting. Ow! Keep nearly squashing my fingers in it. Oh. Blimey. Oh. Hard work this is, this riveting. That was one of the reasons for buying the power one. Oh, put it the right way around might help. Get in there. One more to go. So it's not actually very often that we get a salvage car that we can save not only the front panel, which is very rare on its own, but also the radiator and AC condenser. Certainly not the front panels, that's almost unheard of. Right, that's that. And now what we need to do is, I've straightened that condenser out a bit. I'm going to try and straighten it out a little bit more, and then I'm just going to bolt it back on as soon as it works. What's the point? So we'll stick it back on time lapse. So I just noticed what I didn't notice before. The fan is flapping about. The reason that is, for some reason, because what it is, it's got two bolts down there, one each end, one there and then one down the bottom, and then it sort of pushes. There's these tabs, and it just pushes in. So it pushes in that side and then bolts in that side, and maybe the impact, it's not broken, but they've just come out somehow. Don't know how they've come out, but I need to get it back in the other side. So I'm not going to bother filming that, but I'm just going to. It's difficult because I've got to get two 8mm or 10mm, is it? Two 8mm bolts undone, and then just slot it back in again. So I'll do that off camera, and I'll be back once I've finished doing that. So I've done that. However, whilst doing it, I noticed one. Look at the state of my hands. It's broken there, which I could take out and fix. But then I also noticed, look how stiff that is, turning. You can imagine once the motor starts going, that's going to really make a noise. I think the bearings are obviously dried up, so I'm going to have to get a new one of those, which is a pain, but however, it's only 2 bolts, and I'm pretty sure I haven't got one. I've only got a pop one, Let me just check in the garage actually. Pretty sure I've only got a pop, which are different obviously, because a lounge is a two-stage fan. It's a two-speed fan, whereas the pops are only single speed. Yeah, I think they're all pop fans up there. I will grab them down and double check, but as far as I can see they are. So I'll have to get on eBay and get one ordered, or are they? I don't know, I'm going to have to get them down. I wasn't even pointing at them, they're up there. Okay, something I've discovered. So I got the fan out because of it, the case of it being slightly broken just there. And because I had a fan that was identical to it. It hasn't actually got a working resistor in there, so I need to get one of those. And the one I've replaced it with hasn't got a resistor in it at all either. But what I've discovered is, because the radiator is bent, this is a free running one. And listen, what it's doing is it's not the fan itself, it's catching, because the radiator has been slightly pushed backwards, like the fins, it's catching. So unfortunately, even though the radiator is holding water, it's going to have to be replaced, which is a shame. That is a shame. And there's not actually, apart from that broken bit of bracket on there's nothing actually wrong with that fan. It works perfectly well. So I'll have to order a radiator. We'll have to drain it down and put a new one in. So for the time being, I'm not going to bother putting the new crash bar on. There's no point. Obviously, the front panel's held on properly by the bottom one, so there's no need to be worried about bolting it up. I'll put the bolts back in the holes just for the time being, just so they don't get lost. But yeah, so I'll have to order a radiator, and then that will probably come probably next week, I expect. So we'll get it done next week. But it doesn't matter anyway. It's there's plenty more to be getting on with. This is the first day, isn't it, of the day I first started on the work on it. So it was unexpected. However, there's always unexpected things with the cars, always. It's very rarely that they're ever exactly as you expect. And I'm lucky that I haven't got to change the front panel. So yeah, so it was a job and a half to get that out, and what I had to do is I had to undo the two bolts at the bottom and pull the bottom of the radiator out to be able to drop the radiator down and then pull it out to get that fan out. You can't get it out otherwise. I also had to remove the airbox as well to get it past that, but as I say, I put the new one in and it's still rubbing, so that's clearly what the problem is. I didn't actually look at the back. It didn't look, but I think it's probably not catching very much, but there's not much I can do about it. It's catching, and I can't obviously stop it from catching, so it's just going to have to be a new radiator. So I'll get one of those ordered, and then we can get that in next week. So for the time being, I'm going to go and grab a bumper, put another bumper on it, and then we can start taking the seats out, I think. Right, I've just ordered a radiator and a resistor for the fan as well. So when that comes, I'll get this drained down and get the new radiator on. Yeah, there's not much more I can do with the front of that now. I just had a phone call from Part Busters, where I got the on eBay, where I got the other bumpers, the ones I had painted white from. They're delivering in about half an hour. They're delivering the bumper that I've bought for this, which is obviously a new bumper. And I might as well just put it on, rather than putting what I was going to put on, the red one. I may as well put on the one that I'm going to eventually paint. Well, probably, unless I can manage to get hold of one in the meantime. But when that arrives, I'll unpack that and put that on. For the time being, I'm just going to bung these bolts back in, as I mentioned earlier. And I think then what we'll do is I'm going to put the spare wheel in the boot, as soon as I've got one. And yeah, then I'm going to get the seats out, change swap the seats over. I need to clean that windscreen as well, so we'll get that done too. Let's take that battery. Oh, blimey, that's stiff. Let's take that off while I'm doing this. So I'm just going to take this Scotch lock off, and then just wrap the wires. Easier said than done getting these off. come on. There we go. That's it. So that's obviously needs to go back into here. And then we'll just wrap that bit of wire in a bit of teaser tape, which is the material tape, in case you didn't know. And then that'll be back to stock then. I'll just wrap the end of it to keep it all in. There we go. That's it. Just wrap a bit of teaser tape around that end bit where that wire was cut. So obviously we don't want water getting in there. This teaser tape is a like waterproof fabric tape, which is the stuff they use in the factory as well. It's good stuff. Make sure that's watertight. Not that any water's particularly going to get up here. Oh look, that's all damaged. Oh, luckily I've got those. Hopefully I've got that side. It's obviously pushed back onto the wheel and damaged that, shredded it. Right, that keeps coming out of there. I might put a bit of tape around that just to wrap it, and at the end as well, just to keep it all together. If I just put a bit around the end, it should hold it all in position, stop it falling apart. And then we'll stick another bit in the middle. And then I'll stick another bit at the end. That should do it then. Then I'll need to find a headlight. That'll do. I've got some new ones of these as well. They're missing both sides, so I've got some new ones of those, which I shall put in very shortly. The earth cable there, you know, the main earth, that looks well dodgy as well. So I'll probably be replacing that. I've got some. So I'll be replacing that as well. Yep, all looks good. Right, let's get rid of these bits of wire. Right, that's it. That's that done. What I'm going to do next is take the seats out. Take the seats out and put the new seats, the ordinary lounge seats, in. And then we can give these a bit of a clean, and then we'll get them up for sale. Interior, front seats and back seats, all done, all the carpets hoovered and cleaned where necessary. Still got to change the door cards. I think what I'm going to do is I've got the blue door cards, the door cards with this blue in the loft, which came out of There's a light blue one that I broke up quite some time ago. They've been up in the loft ever since, so they're probably a bit grubby. But I think seeing as they're blue, they'll probably go on here better. They'll match better because it's a blue car. I haven't got the dog tooth ones. I've only got one side, passenger side, I think. As soon as I've got those blue ones, they've been on eBay for ages, but they haven't sold, so I might as well use them, clean them up and use them. Yeah, might as well. Can't see any point otherwise. There's no point in spending money when I've got a blue set. The car's blue, so why shouldn't they're different shade of blue, obviously they're lighter blue, but at least they're blue. So yeah, no, I think that'll look better. And I don't want black door cards on a car with a grey interior anyway. Looks silly. And of course I can get some money for those. So I might do those today. I've done quite a bit today. I've cleaned it all inside here. I've put the spare wheel and toolkit in that I had already. Now this is the steering wheel. I think you've seen this before. It's a right mess. So I've got a steering wheel and an airbag for 25 quid, I think it was. What I've done is I bought a cover which you stitch on. It came today. I might do that. Not sure yet, unless I can get another steering wheel. It cost me 30 quid, which is about what I would sort of expect to pay for a steering wheel. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm probably going to use it. Also just come as well about half an hour ago is the bumper. So I was going to put that red bumper on that I've got, or one of the other bumpers that I've got, but I think I might as well put this one on. It's only just literally going on just to protect the front of the car in if it rains and what have you, so I'm not putting lights in it or trim on it or anything like that, but I might as well use it, I suppose. I want to sort of put it on because I want to test fit the bonnet. In fact, I'm going to shut the bonnet now, because I think before we did that, I think I know there's no light in there. Actually, I should put a headlight on first. I'm going to go and find a headlight and put that on first. So we got. I've got to get that out. That was stuck, so I need to get that out. Let's go and get something to do that. This is obviously off of the broken light that it's stuck on. There we go, that's that. Assuming this is going to go on okay. Oh, not sure whether this is bent or not. No, it's not. That's good. This is all going very well, very smoothly so far, apart from the radiator. There's not been any grief at all so far. Which is refreshing, to say the least. It's a shame about the wing on this. Do that up loosely for now. Oh, where's my top nut for the headlight? It doesn't appear to be in there. Strange. Where's that? Oh no, there it is. That's up in the air a little bit. I just need to pop that down. I don't want to. Oh yeah. Because of course this will be replaced, this wing, so it just needs to go on sort of. Oh, that's gone in a bit skew if that. Why's that gone in so crooked? Let's try that again. That's better. Yeah, it's a shame that wings, because it sort of fits alright down there. There's just a big dent in there. It's not worth getting it repaired. It's broken the paint as well. It's pointless. I might as well just get a new. If it's going to have to be painted, then I might as well just get a new one. I'll just put that in there loosely for now, and I'll connect it up so I can test, make sure the bulbs are okay. Right, I think we can reconnect the battery now. Obviously I know we've got no DRLs in the bumper, but oh, it's tight. Oh. Right, boot's open. Let's just shut the boot. There we go. Right, lock the doors. Did that flash? Yep. Good. Have we got smoked repeaters on here? No, they're the ordinary bog standard ones. Let's put the lights on. Hopefully that headlight is on, which it is. Yep. I might get another new headlight for that side, just because they look a bit odd when you've got a brand new one and a not brand new one. I know you can revive them, but that is quite an old one, that. So I think I have actually bought one. In fact, I have actually got some for that side. I've got loads of driver's side ones. I don't know how good they are. I don't know if I've got any new ones. I might have another new one, but I think it's probably worth it, just so it looks better. Right, so lights are working. That's good. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't, so I've just unpacked the new bumper and put it on. I'm not sure this is the same one as the one. Oh, actually no, there probably is. I didn't take it out. It's in different packaging. That one doesn't say Parts Plus or whatever it was that the other one said on the packaging. I didn't actually take the other bumper out of the packaging because I just took it to the body shop in the packaging. So yeah, I'm not sure whether it's the same quality or not. It looks alright though, apart from the colour, obviously. It fits alright as well. That's the main thing, of course, that it fits alright. Just got to get this bolt out. Hopefully it's not just going to turn. I didn't realise it was even in here still. Oh, don't want to do it up, do we? We'll undo it. There we go. And then that hopefully should go in there okay. What's happening here? That's right on that. Oh no, they are right on that. There we go. Obviously it's not going to be perfect because it's a wonky wing, but it's not that wonky. But it's obviously a bit out, but it looks funny in black, doesn't it? Matte black, looks really weird. So unless I can find one in colour. Now I'm still not 100% about the colour of this car. I don't know if you noticed when I was doing the rear seats, there was some paint on the bit where the seat pad goes. I've never noticed that in any other colour on any other car before. It was as if someone has got a can and gone zzz, zzz on it. So I'm hoping this hasn't been painted in a different blue. I suppose we'll find out, won't we, if we get one painted and it's wrong. So I'm going to get a couple of bolts in. Where's my bolts? Just a couple to keep it happy. School kids, don't you just love them? Right, let's tighten this up. So I'm not going to worry. Hang on. So I'm not going to worry too much about how it fits together. I mean, i.e., the lineup for now. But I think before, I'm just going to shut the bonnet. Before I do, look, someone, they may have been their pride and joy, but they use bits of tape instead of the proper brackets. I've got loads of those brackets, so I'll go and get one. As I can talk to you while I'm wandering around now, as I've got my wireless microphone, hopefully it's not cutting out. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the bonnet fitting at the moment. or rather the bumper fitting. But when I first got it, as far as I know, it all fitted fine. So there's no reason why. Oh, there's more tape. More tape. I mean, they just sit in there. I think maybe it's gone a bit too saggy, this one. So it's not sitting in there properly. It's the thing, isn't it? When you've got all these spare parts, I think I need a screwdriver to push that in properly. Never mind, I won't worry about it for the time being. Yeah, I mean, apart from a little bit of adjustment on that, that fits fine, doesn't it? That fits absolutely fine. Great stuff. So that's quite good. I'm pleased with what's done so far today. I think the only thing I'm going to do today is time's getting on now, and I want to cut the grass. Actually, is what I want to do. As the garden waste men are coming tomorrow. So what I've done today. So basically, I'm going to clean the windscreen, get all that horrible wax crayon off. I'm going to go over and get all these silly little F-Abarth stickers off. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm going to get all the little F-Abarth stickers off. I'm going to give it a wash. I'm going to get that off first, off the windscreen. I'm going to give it a good wash. I'm not going to film me washing the car. I know I have done in the past. One thing on this one, this isn't a Parts Plus one because we haven't got the front bit, which we did on the other one, which obviously they painted, which I didn't actually think about at the time, but luckily obviously I had one, otherwise I would have had one not in colour. So I'll have to, I'll rake one out. I know I've got some. I've got new ones and ones in different colours, so I'll stick one on there just for if and when this does. Well, this will eventually go to the paint shop, even if I don't use it on this one. But obviously, when it goes to the paint shop, they need to paint that as well. So yes, I think that's it for today. So I may do some more on this tomorrow for this video. It depends how much I've got on it. If I've got enough for a full video. I'm not really sure. So what I'll do tomorrow is I'll take that steering wheel and airbag off. I'll put the other one on, which is, as you know, in a state. And I need to go and sort those wheels out, get the tyres done and what have you. And of course the next big thing to do is to take the back bumper off. I haven't got a back bumper at the moment. They didn't sell them at the place where I got these ones from. Well, sorry, where I got the front one from. So I couldn't get one, but I need to get this bumper off, get it up for sale, and look at this exhaust pipe and look at getting that off as well, and either buying another one or hopefully using the one that I've got on Kui, or took off of Kui, I should say. So yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this project, and I hope it surprised you and made you laugh when you saw it the first time on the walk around. It is starting to look more like a lounge now, with the lounge bumper and the seats. Give it a clean, and then we'll be back for the next video with it all clean, and we'll carry on. So thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my waffling. If you are a casual subscriber, please like, share and subscribe, but the most important thing is subscribing and giving us a thumbs up, and then that helps the channel out and gets it out there even more. So for the time being, thanks for watching again. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you on the next one. Take care, stay safe, see you soon.